So I decided to take a little bit of a break from doing nothing but Sailor Moon hauls. So you can see behind me, this is my collection. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet because this is like my 5th time attempting to record this stupid video and I'm over it. Long story short, besides Sailor Moon, I collect maybe like one or two other animes. One or two other animes being said because I only have like less than 10 items when it comes to it, so I don't know if it's really considered a collection, but Digimon is one of the others that I collect, and the other is Fullmetal Alchemist, but that's different. I only have like one thing, and it's Lust. But anyway, Digimon, yes. I decided to do this little haul because of the new anticipated anime for Digimon Tri. Who else is excited for it? I know I was stoked when I saw the news on Tumblr and then all of the art releases, or the pictures, the magazine scans, because that's where they're coming from, I assume. I'm just gonna say this now, I have no expectations whatsoever for this new anime. Come what may, I'm not one of those fans who's gonna take their anime to the next level like some other people. Sailor Moon Crystal. But, yeah, you know, I grew up with this anime since I was 10, like legitimately. Unfortunately I didn't do the same with Sailor Moon, but to this day, after rewatching it from old VHS tapes to Netflix, I am not disappointed whatsoever. You know, personally, when it comes to me, I'm more aesthetically pleased than over anything. I mean, the storyline, it is what it is. It's enjoyable, well, for me anyway. And you know, no expectations. I'm surely gonna enjoy it as much as I did the old version. So yeah, one thing I am curious about though is if they're gonna be showcasing the Digimon's mega forms, because I've seen a couple of video games that have been released these past couple of months, and I butcher their names so I don't even remember them, but it shows the Digimon adventure story and each Digimon basically having the same evolution, Digivolution process, or Digivolving scene as Agumon and Gabumon. And I that's basically the only tiny expectation, or not expectation, but curiosity as to what's going to be happening on the new Digimon series. And the other thing, before I forget, is I'm curious if Palmon is going to be digivolving into Rosemon, because originally in the 90s, and I'm using the D-Terminal toy, if anybody remembers, the gray like sidekick. The sidekick's the closest thing I could remember it to, but it shows, it's like the Pokédex version of the Digimon series, and it shows that Rosemon is actually Palmon's Mega Evolution, but later in the 2000s, Bandai or whoever freaking decided that it was going to be Lotusmon. Anyway, that's the only thing I'm curious about. It's not that I'm displeased with the fact that that happened, but I mean, I always thought Rosemon looked better on Lilymon than anything, because like at the head shape. But what's up with the crest of light on Rosemon's chest? Anyway, with that being said, I don't know if that gave it away, but the reason why I mentioned Rosemon and Palmon is because that's what my haul is going to be focused on, because Palmon and Mimi were my ultimate favorite characters from the whole season. Being flamboyant as hell as I am, you know, obviously Lilymon's going to be catching my attention, and she's just so perfect. And then after seeing Mimi on Digimon 02 with her pink hair and the stars, I was gagging. I've been trying to keep up because we see her in the series, in the 02 series, that she comes up with different looks every now and then. I was inspired, so I kind of keep on doing, I kind of do that myself in real life and blah blah blah, but that's personal. I have pictures of my hair looks throughout the years, but that's not important. This is what my haul is going to be based on, just Mimi and Palmon. I was waiting for one specific item in the mail to come, which is going to be the key factor in me showing this haul, because it just kind of molds everything together. I'm so excited to show you guys, but yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say, but I'm so excited for this new anime, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure I'm going to love it just as much. And yeah. Oh, one last note I did remember. What does everyone think about the new animation concept? To me, it kind of looks similar to what the movies came out with in the 90s. Like, it kind of has that line art feel to it, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Comment below and let me know what you guys think about that. But without further ado, without me continuing blabbing on, check this out. Okay, let's see if I can keep this short and sweet like I did my intro. But here's a quick overview of all the stuff I have. As you can see, there's quite a bit of doubles here. The reason being is because for replacement purposes, or in order to get the figure I actually need to get it in a separate lot. So yeah, let's see, let's start with the very first item here. This is actually the item that I mentioned before that I was waiting in anticipation in order to do this entire haul. It's a Mimi-chan swing, and she comes in a set of 5. She's part of the 15th anniversary release, and this is one of the many items that I'm hoping to see come out merchandise wise. So she completes my set very, very nicely here. I know there was a version of her that came out in the 90s. Her paint job was just terrible, and honestly I can't even find anywhere on eBay or any online shops. Otherwise I would have, you know, probably had her in my collection, but for all I know, she is very rare. And the only ones that I've been seeing are the rest of the Chosen Children, Butthurt and Joe. So anyway, I got my hands on this little swing. She is adorable. She's highly detailed. There is another rubber keychain version of this, kind of like the Sailor Moon ones, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. But she is basically triple the cost of what she was, so I'm not even going to get into that. This is the little pamphlet that she comes with. It says Digimon Adventure Memorial Swing. So Digimon Adventure Memorial Swing. And opening it up very quickly here. Like I said, she comes in a set of 5. Mimi-chan, Goshiro-kun, Sora, Yamato, and Taichi. From seeing Mimi here, I am planning on getting the rest of them. But I'm not sure when. I'm not even sure if I want to. They're cute and everything, but the only one I'm looking for, or was looking for, is just maybe to complete my collection, as I said. Yeah. Let's see. I'm getting out of topic here, looking at something else. These are the skateboards, Series 1 and 2. There's actually a third that's still considered Series 2, but I'll get to that a little bit later. I guess Bandai decided to come out with a Tech Deck Dude version of the Digimon. So you can see there, these are the figures that come with. 2 of them are in very almost mint condition. The only thing that they're missing is their packaging. But as you can see, these are the images that come with. And these were released in the 90s. I am obsessed with Lilymon's silhouette here. I think she's just beautiful, and I did not know she had long ass nails. Oh my god, shut up, dogs. And this is Series 2. You can see it's a very different image from Series 1. It actually has Palmon and Togemon on there. And the backs are all the same. This one in particular is one of the very few items that I've had since I was a child. I've probably had this skateboard since I was 10. As you can see, she is brutally used. Scratches on the bottom. Wheel here is popping off. And there's the back, is very faded. Here's just the stands and the kickstands to display them. And you end up using those later. Here's the beat up version, I like to call, because she comes with the... I still have her. I'm surprised I actually still have her. Of 10 years. Her arm fell off, found it, reattached it, fell off again, never heard from again. She's been thrown, she's been slammed, she's been kicked, she has been through hell and back, so I'm very fortunate and happy that I was able to replace her with the newer version, sorry. Here she is, mint. Colors are very vibrant. And here's Series 2. Which is a translucent green version, which glows in the dark. From what I recall, I don't think wheels here glow in the dark, but yeah. I think they're very nice figures. I really like them a lot. I'm going to display these later on. Right now they're stored in box, so I don't know. Stand up there. These are the minifigures that came with 6 or 7 other Digimon, I believe. I was not about to scout each individual box just to get these, but I was lucky to find these in lots. Again, they're doubles because the figure that I needed came in with a different lot or came with a complete lot, so there's that. If you ask me, these here look very familiar or similar to each other. Nonetheless, I think I prefer the one on the left, which is the skater version of it. They're almost posed identically, so, and they have the same bottom almost as well. But yeah, there's those. I'm actually contemplating on selling my doubles. I'm not quite sure, don't ask, so I haven't made an initial decision yet, so yeah, there's those. I'm actually missing Euromon and Tanamon. I'm almost certain because I saw on eBay. Unfortunately, the seller that won't be mentioned blocked me for some odd reason after buying a couple from him and leaving, you know, a good review, I would say, because it wasn't even negative, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm missing Tanamon and Euromon. They're kind of irrelevant to me, but it'd be nice to have in my collection nonetheless. So there's those. Here I have some translucent figures. I'm pretty sure these came out in Japan because I did some research and I could not find any US releases on these. And I'm not sure if there's a Lilymon version of this. If there is, comment below, leave some links. I'd like to see at least some images if it's not for sale or whatever. But yeah, I had to replace the Palmon here on the right because the one on the left doesn't have the little stem here. Those are cute. I'm not sure if these came in Gashapon or what. It makes sense because they're like the size of a nickel. It's my thumb. Over here are finger puppets. These are actually Japanese releases. I'm not sure about the middle one, Togemon, because I actually got this from an eBay seller in Florida. But it only makes sense to have because she's a finger puppet, like the others are. And I say that, well, Lilymon and Palmon came in the same lot. I've actually seen the actual packages for these. And like I said, I'm not sure about Togemon because for one, she doesn't have the same glossy finish as Palmon and Lilymon do. But yeah, she has more like a matte finish. Because I'm still trying to get rid of that mark there. And yeah, I had a different Lilymon that I bought in Mexico 10 years ago, around the same age that I have the skateboards there. She was a darker pink, almost like a fuchsia. And she was a little bit more wider too. I'm not sure if it's a bootleg version of this finger puppet here. I wish I still had her because it was a completely different figure almost. Same concept as this, though. It was still a finger puppet. But unfortunately, I lost her. I have no clue what happened to her. I freaking wish I still had her because she was very unique. And I know there's not another one like it. Over here are Palmon, Togemon, and Lilymon that came in an individual package when they were sold here in the US. These translucent figures are the exact same thing, except obviously they are translucent. And the other thing they came with are a transparent Digivice, which was hollow. And I'm assuming you can store these little figures in there because I have an orange one that I also bought in Mexico. That's stored away, irrelevant to my collection, so obviously I'm not going to show it off. But, yeah, that's the only thing that they came with, and a sticker, I believe. I bought these all loose, except this one. This one I actually got, and I still have the sticker in my wallet, but she didn't come with the Digivice. Togemon is the only one that didn't come with a Digivice, I apologize. And here's a loose figure of Lilymon. She comes with a stand. Oh, and I didn't show you what they did, sorry. The only thing that these Palmon figures do, like I said, they're the exact same thing, is just move their petals on the top of their head. Nothing too exciting, but it's still a nice piece to have in my collection, I think. And the Togemons here just move their arms like that. All three of them. Kind of like to keep them in that pose, but it's hard to make space when they have their arms extended. These two Togemons, now that I have them here in front of you, are in fact the same mold. But in long story short, I want to say that I have a very rare Togemon in my hands, which is the last one here on the right. As you can tell, they are different, and it's different in size than the other two. The Japanese and the American version are the exact same size as these. I looked them up on eBay and looked on item description, looked online sources, and I keep on finding these two. Different packaging, US Japanese release. But when it comes to this one here, I actually bought this in Mexico. And I looked and looked and looked. I wanted to replace her just because for the following fact that she has cracks on her hair and her arms. But other than that, I'm actually quite surprised that she's still in the condition that she is, even though I've had her for well over 14 years, I want to say. And I'm pretty sure she is a bootleg. I don't remember seeing the packaging. It's very vivid in my mind. But she's freaking rare as hell, so... Because like I said, I looked everywhere, and I could not find another Togemon this size. The rest of them are all that size, 2 inches. And I'm pretty sure she's like 4 or 5. Yeah, that's not fronting. Here are some cosplay props. They are hollow. I know that these go for probably 90 to 100 bucks on eBay. I'm not about to spend that money. But I was thinking that these were really nice to have in my collection. The Tekken Crest here, they're not from the same sellers, even though there's probably like 3 or 4 different versions of them sold. This is the cheapest. It was still cute, but the cheapest I found. The seller sold the Crest and Tag separately, so these were sold separately, so you can buy as many or the various different crests that come along with this. It's just in there like acrylic, and it's a little mold shape, and it has a magnet on the back. Perfect for cosplaying, but you know, in this occasion I'd probably have to get in drag, obviously, to cosplay as Mimi, but I'm not about to do that. And I'm pretty sure it's the actual size. There's the Crest of Sincerity, or I think it's Purity in a Japanese version. And then a hollow green Digivice. Has a clip that you can put on your belt. These, obviously, all 8 colors were sold, and the traditional blue version. Or the white-blue version. That makes sense. And these images are interchangeable. But this kept on coming off, so I just glued it in there. Now it's stuck like that forever. Which is no problem, because Palmon is the theme for it, obviously. But it kind of would have made more sense if I had Lilymon's image in there, but whatever. They're just images that you can easily print off the computer and just cut them to fit the size. That's how the sellers get you. But whatever. Yeah, that was just my collection here that I have. Like I said, these are stored in a box, and I don't know how to display them because of my whole Sailor Moon ordeal over there. I literally have no space for them. But now that I have Mimi, I think I'll put like maybe 1 set together and just keep them or whatever. I don't know. I still haven't decided. Just because of the whole Digimon Tri news, I just busted these out of the cupboard and there they are. So yeah. This is irrelevant, but it's still Digimon. These are part of the figures that came in lots to complete this whole thing. There's a Bakumon, there's an Agumon, Kabuterimon. I have a Garudamon here. And it's funny because I also have a Yokomon. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Oh, here she is. And a Biyomon. So it only makes sense for me to get the Soda swing set. Or swing keychain to complete that little series there. But I'm not going to. Oh, speaking of. Shit, I forgot. Oops. Joe, Takeru, and Hikari aren't in here. So I'm assuming they're going to be in the next swing set, part 2. And the 5th one, since it's a lot of 5... I'm expecting to see maybe a Digivice. Or maybe Agumon or Koromon. We never know, but... Yeah. So, yeah, these are figures that came with the rest of them. There's a Starmon, Lady Devimon, love her, Fierce. And a bunch of translucent figures. I don't know if I plan on keeping these. I might end up selling them along with some of my doubles, but yeah. You can see them all. I can name them all, but it just take too long. Up here, before I forget, quickly, here is Gatomon and her little figurines, Anjiwamon, because Anjiwamon's my second favorite apart from Lilymon. She's gorgeous. There's the skater, the Tech Deck Skater Series 1, And the skater little figurine there, the loose figure, Nyaramon. I'm missing Salamon, but I'm not really too desperate in getting her. And there's a mint condition of Fredimon there in the packaging. It makes sense for me to get the Hikari swing if it ever comes out. But there's just a random ass overview of this little section here. These came, luckily, in lots with these, so why not? Alright, the very last thing in my collection, and I'm going to do this very quickly because, yeah. Here's a mint Lilymon figure, vintage, because the edges are turning yellow. That's when you know it's vintage. Mint in her packaging. There's her stand, and the sticker that I mentioned comes with it. This is Series 1 skateboard, mint in packaging. I noticed that I have triples of these now, but these were sold for a very, very reasonable price, so I splurged and said, why not? Series 2, mint in packaging. And this is the one that I keep on telling myself that is Series 3, but in reality it's still a Series 2 skateboard. As you can see, it has the figure from Series 1 and the skateboard from Series 2. Only difference is the stands are red and the wheels are a different color. So in my opinion, I would have honestly called this Series 3. But having a combination of both 1 and 2 was brilliant. And I really like this. So in my opinion, that's Series 3. And this is random, but here's a Series 1 mint packaged Digimon. She came in a lot with the 2 Lilymons, Series 1 and 2 with the green figure. And Series 2, there's Digimon as well. I don't have Series 3, I'm not that desperate. But that's it. Alright, this is too long. Bye, let me know what you think.